It is fight week for Vergil Ortiz. He's 14-0 with 14 knockouts. His opponent is Brad Solomon, 28-1. The fight is scheduled to take place this Friday, December 13th, at the Fantasy Springs Casino and Resort in Indio, California. Vergil Ortiz is 21 years old. He pro debuted in 2016. Brad Solomon is 36 years old, so there's a big difference in age there. And he pro debuted in 2008. Vergil Ortiz is an orthodox fighter, so he's a right-handed fighter. He stands at 5 feet 10 inches, 1 inch lower than Brad Solomon. He has a reach of 70 inches, with Brad Solomon coming in at 72 inches. And they both will be fighting at the welterweight division of 147. Vergil Ortiz is trained by his father, Vergil Ortiz Sr., along with help by Team RGBA led by Robert Garcia. Hector Beltran is also one of Vergil's trainers. And in the last 2-3 fights, Vergil has worked with Charles Tremblay for strength and conditioning on and off. Brad Solomon, based on a video that I found on YouTube, he is trained by Quincy Solomon. And in his corner for that fight on the Timothy Bradley Pacquiao pay-per-view card, his corner was Aaron Navarro and Mike Zeno. Vergil Ortiz's last fight was held in Texas, August 10th, 2019, where he was the main event against Antonio Orozco. Brad Solomon's last fight, he's on an 18-month layoff. His last fight was April 27th in 2018 in Louisville, Kentucky. Vergil Ortiz has a very extensive amateur background. He's a 7-time national champion and went on a 3-year undefeated streak in the amateurs. His amateur record is reported by his father to be near 160 wins with 18 losses. He has a loss versus the very popular Ryan Garcia in the amateurs, and it sounds like Devin Haney went on to beat Garcia in that same tournament where Garcia outscored Ortiz. When Vergil fought Ryan Garcia in the amateurs, the scoring system by the judges was an electronic system where all 3 judges had to hit the button at the same time for a fighter to get credit for a punch landed. And it was reported that in one of the rounds, the judges only had Vergil landing 1 punch. So Vergil lost that fight by split decision. Brad Solomon is also a very decorated amateur background, 3-time national champion. He beat the likes of Danny Garcia, Jesse Vargas, Demetrius Bubu Andrade in the amateurs, and has sparred as a pro with Erislan Lara and other big names. Terrence Crawford was present at his fight in 2016 versus Ponomarev, who is trained by Abel Sanchez. And Terrence Crawford was there in support of Solomon. His most notable wins as a pro are wins over Ray Robinson, who was 11-0 at the time in 2009 when they fought. He also has a win over 31-1 Demetrius Hopkins in 2011. And most recently has a win over Adrian Granados in 2015, the summer of 2015. After his win over Ray Robinson, he fought for a vacant USA Florida State welterweight title and for the WBC Latino and WBA International welterweight titles. Vergil Ortiz, his last fight where he was the main event was versus Antonio Orozco. He dropped Orozco several times before the refs stopped the fight in the 6th round. In his previous outing in Las Vegas on the undercard of Canelo Jacobs, he fought 24-8-0 journeyman Mauricio Herrera, stopping him in the 3rd round with some devastating power punches. It's been reported via ES News that because Brad Solomon is very elusive in the ring, that there's a possibility that it might go the distance. Brad Solomon's last fight versus Paddy Gallagher, who was 13-3-0 at the time. It was a split decision, 10-rounder. And then David Bensi, 11-6-1, 9-round unanimous decision. His first and only loss versus 29-0 Konstantin Ponomarev, who has then won 5 fights and lost twice. The fight with Konstantin Ponomarev was 29-0 and Solomon was 26-0. And that was held on the Pacquiao versus Timothy Bradley fight in Las Vegas, Nevada. on April 6th, 2016. The card was put on by Top Rank on HBO pay-per-view. Crawford attended the fight to support his friend from the amateurs, Brad Solomon. Here's a picture of Solomon in the corner on that fight with Quincy Solomon as his head trainer and Aaron Navarro and Mike Zeno in the corner. And then here is a tail of the tape from that same fight. Please like and subscribe. I'm Sonteo Media on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter, Sonteo_media. You can follow me on Instagram, Sonteo_media. Thank you and have a great day.